Howdy, all Moglex Lives. I think it's time to play a little Minecraft. Whew. I am feeling tuckered out. I have been on the go all day. I just got, well, been in for a few minutes, I guess. We ate dinner, so, man, all my things is still gone. Just kind of hoping they'd pop back up since we got an update. I don't know what it is about item frames that keep vanishing. It happens all the time, which sucks because those maps are super difficult to, well, they're not difficult to make, but they require a lot of travel. So I was thinking that maybe I would add a sheep farm in here somewhere. Since you can auto shear sheep, I thought that might be a cool idea, maybe. Because, you know, sometimes I need wool of a specific color. And then I have to go out and get the wool, and I come back, and I shear the sheep, and dye the wool. Well, what if I just had sheep and I just grab the wool? I'd like to put it here with everything else, so that it's all in the same area. I'm thinking about right here. I think I'm going to clean this out right here. And we'll get started on this today. Whew. If I have enough energy to get through it, I don't know why I am so tired. We, okay. So, I don't know what's the deal. I don't understand. But they used to go grocery shopping once a week, right? And it wasn't a big deal. It just wasn't a big deal to go grocery shopping. I don't quite understand what has happened that suddenly it's a big deal to go grocery shopping. And, so nobody has been regularly going grocery shopping since like February, and so I was like, hey, I'm out of some stuff. I need somebody to go grocery shopping. Are we ever going grocery shopping again, or what's going on here? And so that was, what day was that? That was, must have been Friday. Because, I went to put some stuff on the grocery list, and my niece, had run off with the notepad for the grocery list. Doesn't matter how many times she is told that that is not a drawing tablet. She just goes ahead and runs off and draws with it. Anyways, so I found a app that lets you share between multiple people, and I thought, all right, here we go. That's the thing. We got this thing, and it'll make it really easy to keep track of everything, and no more I forgot the list, no more, you know, any of that stuff, because That often happens. And so we got the list going, and so I'm like, all right. So I turned to my sister. Now, usually it's my brother-in-law who does the grocery shopping, because he does most of the cooking, and so he has a better general idea of what we need. And so, but for whatever reason, lately he has not been doing anything. Like, anything. He's basically stopped doing laundry, grocery shopping, anything. I don't get it. And so, um, which is great on top of the other guy who decided he's not going to do the yard work anymore. So now we got all this stuff that needs to be done, right? And nobody's doing it. And so now my brother-in-law, he was working part-time at a restaurant, and so I can understand coming home from a shift and then not wanting to work on the house, but when you only work like 3 days of the week and then you don't do anything for the other four, it seems like maybe you could be trying a little harder. And so, um, okay. I have to look. I don't even know the answer. How many colors are there in Minecraft? One. Okay, no, I need real colors. Maybe these are other real colors. The color's red, but it's pink. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Does that seem right? 15? Okay, well, we'll say it's right. I just need to know because I need to know how many pens I'm going to need. Okay, yep, we're good. Alright. So let's go ahead and start getting some walls around the whole thing down, because I definitely do not want mobs running in and out while I'm trying to do stuff. Also, this seems a lot bigger than I need it to be. And so yeah, it's like I suggested that we do separate laundry baskets because they don't wash my clothes. I mean, I don't wash their clothes, but I also don't change my clothes as often as their kids do. And so, when their kids are on like their seventh outfit for the day, um, and so I have like 5 outfits at the end of the week, and or is that right? Yeah, about 5 or 6 outfits by the end of the week when we get to wash day for me, and and so they would wash everything and just leave my clothes in the laundry basket. So I suggested, hey, it's really hard for me to find my clothes in the communal laundry basket, and nobody washes my clothes when they wash the other clothes, and sometimes I don't want to wash my clothes because I haven't got enough clothes in there to bother with. And okay, I need fencing and spruce. That dang bird and all his squeaking. I have a lot of dark oak, so I'm going to make some dark oak fencing here. And so started putting my clothes in a separate little laundry basket, which works out great for me because when it gets time, I'm like, oh, see, I got no more clothes after I take a shower. Gonna need to wash clothes again, and a sheep is 2x1, right? So we need 2 space, and then that. And if it automatically shears the sheep, then I only need space for 1 sheep. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Let me count that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Yep. 8. All right. And I'm gonna need space. You know what? This actually needs to be like this. Okay, and then let's get some light in here. So, so now they do even less washing than they were doing before. I'm like, this is ridiculous. But whatever. And so, like, yesterday, I was like, yeah, I'm going to take a shower and then I'm going to have to do some laundry. 1, 2. And my sister goes, well, I was going to do some laundry. Now, she's been sitting around for like 10 hours at this point. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm doing my laundry first. Well, do you want to throw a load of towels in with it? I'm like, no, I don't want the fuzzy towels in with my clothes. It's why just no. I don't want fuzzy towels in with my clothes. Fine. Yeah, it's going to have to be fine. You want to... I can wait. I can wait till sometime later in the week if you want to wash some towels. Oh, dang it. But I don't want towels in with my t-shirts. I don't want them covered in fuzz. Alright, it's annoying. Or like my polo shirt I had in there. I just don't want it covered in fuzz. And she acts like it's a huge affront. And, but so, anyways, so I was like, after I take my shower, do you want to go grocery shopping? Because I need some things, and we need some things around the house that we have run out of now. Things like plates, because we eat off paper plates a lot, and we're out of paper plates. And we're out of milk, and we're out of cereal, and we're out of bread. You know, and so it was getting to be a problem. And so I was like, so hey, you want to go get groceries this afternoon? You know, since I'm not going to be out working in the yard at the moment because I had done most of everything I wanted to get done. There is a little bit I need to do yet, but my batteries were dead, and it's a little hard to use the electric chainsaw when there's no batteries charged. I only got like 3 or 4 little trees left to cut down, and then I'll be done with that. I'm really getting close to being done with all this yard work, other than the occasional trip around with the mower and maybe a little bit of weed trimming here and there. Hey, dude. That's close. I thought he was going to screw up my farming here. Okay. And so then she goes, can we go tomorrow? Because I hate shopping on Saturday because it's so busy in there. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. Just, you know, be aware. We're out of a lot of things. And so whatever happened between yesterday and today, everything changed. And so they weren't going to go grocery shopping today at all. They've gone off to some car dealership thing where they, one of those, here's a key. If it starts the car, you get a car. Now this isn't something that came in the mail yesterday. So we definitely should have gone grocery shopping yesterday, and we did not. Okay, I guess the next thing I need, well, I wanted to cook these potatoes, but the next thing I really need to do is go get my hands on sheep, right? So I need some wheat, and I need, yeah, let's just go with wheat. I was gonna say I could get some leads, but I got wheat over here. Yep, been playing too much modded there. Actually, you know what? I want to get 2 sheep, at least 2 sheep. And if I bring back 2 sheep, then I can breed all the sheeps I need. But I am going to need wheat to do all the breeding, right? Alright, let's go find some sheep. So after they left today, they didn't even ask if I watched their kid. They just left their kid here with me. And so I'm like, alright dude, let's go grocery shopping. And so we headed out to the store and grocery shop for an hour or so. And then we came home and I went out and mowed some lawn. Oh man, there's some massive mud holes going in our lawn at the moment, so I was trying to get the grass that was in them. Right, here's a sheep who wants to be my friend. Come on, sheep, sheep. And so, come on, sheep, sheep. For whatever reason, what little bit I did today has left me exhausted. I mean, you know, there is the 2 straight days of yard work. I guess probably has contributed to how tired I feel right now. But come on, sheep. I keep intending to get back to a couple of my other series, but it has not happened yet. I wanted to start back up on Better Than Wolves. Come on, sheep. And I actually got the new version of that downloaded and installed. And then by the time I got that far, I was just like, oh, I can barely hold my arm up to my keyboard. I'm so tired. I'm struggling right now to keep my arm up on my keyboard. I don't know what I'm going to do tonight, I guess. Play some more. I tried to play some VR earlier today, but as soon as I got on there, the kids wanted to play. In fact, I'm pretty sure I just heard one of them. Well, the one that's here. He was upstairs watching Teen Titans Go. Hey, sheep, get away from the fire. No. Actually, we need to go this way. I don't know why I was trying to take you into my house. Come on. Come on. Come on. We're almost there. We'll give you a nice little pen. You're trapped. Tomorrow it's supposed to rain again. Blick. It's rained so much here. I was just talking to a lady today about the fact that they didn't get any of their crops in this year yet because of how much rain there's been. It's almost July. Usually that stuff goes in at the end of February or May or somewhere in there, depending on what it is. And they got nothing in. And I had just seen on the news that like only 40% of, I think it was only like 40 or 50% of corn was planted, which is a big crop around here, and only 30% of soybeans, which is the other big crop around here, and that they had reached the limits on when you could apply for insurance to cover the fact that you didn't get anything planted. So I don't know. Insurance company's going to be hurting this year, that's for sure. Because it still hasn't stopped raining. I've never seen this much rain. That's probably not true. You know, we have not had so much rain that it floods the roads here. And I remember when I was a kid at our farm, in the 30 plus years that I lived there, we only had flooding like twice. And I remember when I was in high school, one of the roads that we took, we played a lot of euchre, which is a card game. And so the road we took to get to the people's house where we played euchre, only flooded over like once the entire time that I played euchre with those guys. We don't play euchre anymore because the guy who really liked euchre died. So it'd be a little awkward, I think, to head over to his family's place, say, "Hey, let's start up a game of euchre. I haven't played in forever." Also, I think two of the people that I played with now have moved out of state. One's dead. Makes it difficult to play some euchre, that's for sure. I don't think I'd want to play euchre anyways. There's so much better things to play. Not that there's anything wrong with euchre. Don't think that I hate euchre or something. But you gotta understand that the guy I played with, he he was so into euchre that it was the only thing we played almost exclusively for years on a nearly daily basis. I'd like you guys to come into this pen if you don't mind. Okay. And maybe some sheep. I need 15 of you, so. Alright. I got some more cobblestone, so let's get back to work on walling this place in. But I've literally played tens of thousands of euchre games. Although, to be fair, we did not play regular euchre most of the time. We played an alternate version called Double Deck Euchre, which I far preferred to regular deck euchre. Regular deck euchre is okay. I'm not against it, but compared to double deck euchre, I like a game where skill is involved, and I feel like regular euchre has less skill involved because you're basically dealt 5 cards and you play those 5 cards, and so it's like playing it's not like it at all. I was gonna say it's like playing stud poker, but stud poker is different because there's a lot of skill involved, and in euchre it's like you get your cards, you get your 5 cards, and then there's some cards left over, and so the dealer for that hand flips up the top card, and so there are 4 suits in a card deck, and so whatever suit is showing when he flips that card up is called trump, and so the trump card trumps all the other cards, and so if you're able to play it, unless someone plays a bigger trump card over top of yours, your card can take, like, if hearts are trump, a 2 of hearts will take an ace of spades, we'll say. So you've got that going, and then once that's dealt, and everybody can see what's up, then the person to the left of the dealer, the first person he dealt to, he says play or pick it, or pass or pick it up. And so if they tell him to pick it up, then he will take that card and he will exchange it for another card in his hand. So the dealer is going to get the trump card. Now, if everybody passes, then the first person after the dealer can declare what they want trump to be. Now, if you tell the dealer to pick it up or you declare what trump is going to be, then you have to win with your partner 3 of the 5 hands. And so I really feel that while there is some skill involved, it's very limited in what you can do. And a lot of the times, because you have to play a matching card. So like if hearts are trump and spades are played, and you have a spade, then you have to play a spade. And if you have one. And so that's how it works. And so a lot of times there's nothing you can do but just keep following suit, as it's called. And so I don't enjoy that one as much as I like Double Deck, because Double Deck is a little different. Double Deck, you get 10 cards instead of 5 cards, and instead of what's being dealt determining whether or not a card is trump, instead you choose what's trump every time. And so you've got partners just like in single deck, and so you be like, you have a good spade hand, right? And so you'd say, so the goal in this though is to get as many tricks, as they're called, as you can. And so you say like 5 spades, and then the next person, who isn't your partner, would then look at their hand. Well, they got better hearts than spades, so they'd be like 6 hearts. And then your partner now knows that you think that you've got a good spade hand, and so then they would then, I don't know why my sheep need a fancy roof, but they're getting one. They would then decide whether or not they could add on to what you said you could take with your spade hand. And so then they might go 7 spades. Now, there's only 10 tricks, so getting 7 is, getting tricky. And then the dealer goes last, and so then the dealer will either pass or bid higher. And then if you take all your tricks, so bid 7 spades. They don't have to be spade tricks, just 7 tricks in general. But if you win 7 of the 10 tricks, then you're fine. And so you get your 7 or 8 or 9 or whatever you took, and the other team gets whatever they took. And so, oh shoot, that does not work like that. And so then you play to 31 points. I think regular Euchre plays to 10 points. But you only get like 1 point if you take your trick, and no points if you don't. Or 1 point if you take the number that you specified, and the other team gets points, I think, if you don't. It's been a long time since I played regular Euchre. But anyways, so in Double Deck, because you're declaring what you are going to play, I always feel like I like that one better, because even a bad hand can help out your partner. And so there's a little more skill involved in determining what trump is. Plus you do things like partner's best, where you take your partner's best 2 cards and then you try to take all the tricks by yourself, and if you don't take all the tricks by yourself, then the other team sits you, and you go back by 10, or if you get euchred in Double Deck, you go back the number you bid. So if you bid 7 and the other team takes 4, then then you got set, and so you would lose 7 points, and the other team would get whatever they took, and so I mean, there's a lot of I don't know. I feel like there's more skill involved in double deck because even a bad hand could take a trick or two. Uh, Not always, but a lot of the time. And so even if you got dealt a bad hand, you can still help out a bit. Because I mean, a lot of times when you're bidding expecting your partner to take. Our rule of thumb was if you bid it, you expect your partner to take 2 of the tricks. And so, uh, except except that it would get really crazy because somebody would be like, I'll take 5 spades, and the next person would be like, I'll do 6 hearts, and then their partner, the first guy's partner, would be like, I'll take 7 diamonds, and you're like, why? I just said 6 spades or 5 spades, and well, I think I can do better with diamonds as long as you get your tricks. And then the one guy was notorious. The guy who loved to play euchre was notorious for bidding way higher than he could actually succeed on. And oh shoot, you know what? I started that roof over there. I totally am bringing the wall in because there's no reason to have that much space. Although I might need to space these back. I'm going to have to count that. But yeah, I played a lot. A lot. For years we played that like every night. We did swap it out for some other games. We did go through a time where we played a lot of Pinochle, which is crazy amounts of math. Not that I don't like math, just there's crazy amounts of math in Pinochle. And we did a lot of a rummy game called Hand and Foot, and they loved that one for a little while. Yep. Okay, we played. There's some variations of euchre if you have too many people, where you can play with like 5 people or 6 people, and so I got partnered with the guy who was always bidding more than he could take, and so it got to the point where we were so far in the hole in like 6-handed euchre, which means there's 3 sets of partners, that it didn't matter what we did, and so we just had an awesome run of card luck. We were way in the hole, and we started bidding without looking at our hands, and which was crazy. And we totally came back to win the game, even though we stopped looking at our hands. I mean, like, you'd have to look at your hands, to play, but you go around and bid what you think you can take, and we just bid it. We just bid it. So the first person to go, second person to go. One of them one of the guys on our team, me or the other guy, and was like, I feel like I could take, 6 hearts has been bid. I think I can take 7 hearts. And like, you didn't even look at your hand. I'm like, I feel good about this. And then the other guy's like, yep, I'll up him 8 hearts. He's like, well, the other guy bid hearts. Yeah, that's fine. And then, sure enough, we just have great cards. Of course, we had to go way in the hole, like 75 points in the hole, because that other guy kept shooting the moon, which is what it's called when you're going to take all the tricks yourself. But it also has a steep penalty for going backwards. So, anyways, so this is my plan. I got sidetracked by this euchre talk. So what I want to do is I want to get enough sheep so I have one of each color, and then once I have one sheep of each color, I will put a dispenser at the back of the sheep pen. I will put hoppers underneath the sheep, and then all the area around here will be grass, and I'll leave this middle grass. We'll get some glowstone in here to light the place up good, and so then the hoppers will run the wool into chests in the front here, and so the dispenser will shear the sheep, the hoppers will collect the wool will go in the chest, and so then when I need wool, I just come and collect wool. And there should be plenty of grass around for the sheep. I think they can eat underneath the edges of their pens. Yep, just like that. And so there'll just be grass underneath the edges and then grass here in the middle that they can't reach. So there's always grass to fill back in for them. And then that way it just automatically shears the sheep for me, and I don't have to. So with that, click like if you like, subscribe, share, and catch the next one. And I will talk to you later.